Hello. This is going to be a quick tutorial to remind you how to get into EBSCO so that you are able to successfully begin research today since I'm not here in person. First, you're going to go back to the Guilford High School webpage, and on the right-hand side under Library, you'll click on Media Center. Once there, you'll click on the right-hand side you'll click EBSCO Host, and it should open the page that you see in front of you. From there, you're going to type in Guilford, and then the password is Guilford zip code. Because we are in a public forum for a video, I don't want to give that password, but it will be on the wall over next to the left-hand side of my whiteboard, or ask somebody near you what Guilford zip code is and they can help you. So once you type in the password, click login, and it should bring you to a page that looks like this. From there, scroll down, and you'll notice that the second to last option is going to be EBSCO host research databases. You should click on that, and it will bring you to the next page. Now, before you go into anything with this page, you should go to the upper right corner and click sign in. So once you click sign in, you remember we created your username and password on Thursday. So type in your username. I told you to use your year of graduation, last name, first initial. And your password is if you use the shared class one, if you look at the whiteboard right now, it's up on the board. So just copy that and type it in. If you didn't use the class one and you used your own, type it in and then click log in. For the sake of time, I'm not going to log in, but if I did, it should bring me back to this screen, and I should see my username up here at the top. So be mindful of that. Then if you scroll down, the option you select is the very last one, Academic Search Premier, and then you click Continue. It will bring you to the search bar, but remember, before you begin your search, you should click on Advanced Search, and underneath Limit Your Results, you should select Full Text and Scholarly Peer-Reviewed Journals. Full text will make sure that only the articles that are fully text and no just titles will appear, and scholarly peer-reviewed journals means that they're academically appropriate for your research. From there, you go to the very bottom right and click Search. In the search bar at the top, you can begin your process. So remember, the example that I gave the other day was ivory trade. You type that in, it will bring a bunch of articles up that are now full text and peer reviewed. As you scan, this is what we began with the research phase the other day, is if you scan down, you're going to look at every single title. This is the first step. And any title that seems like it would be appropriate for your research, you click the plus button and it will add it to your folder up here at the top right. So I would just scan down and I would choose any article that seemed appropriate, and I would just click the plus button as I made my way down through all the articles. I would limit my search to a number of them, though. I don't want to overwhelm myself and select every single article. Choose the ones that really feel like they would fit the context of what you're trying to study. From there, once you're done, you click on the word folder up at the top right, and it will open up your personal folder, and that's when you begin the next step. So say, for instance, the first title that I chose was this one. I would click on the title, and it would open up the article, and it would provide me with an abstract. The abstract gives me a clear overview of what the article is going to be about. I should read it through and ask myself, does this seem like information that would be appropriate? Remember, on the back of your research directions are the notes for how to take notes. It reminds you that you need to define the context of what you're studying. You need to do some historical background from the late 20th century. You need to explain what the contemporary issue is based on your thesis and facts to support your thesis, and then future avenues of study. So if those four things can be somehow answered in this article, then that's one article that you're going to want to use. Immediately go into your Google folder, create a Google Doc that is just for this article and call it Article 1. Open up the article, you go to the left-hand side and click on PDF full text, and it will open up the full article for you that looks like this, okay? And I can start reading through the article and pulling out facts or notes that would help support my note-taking for the project. Now, before I start reading, I should cite it. Now, there's two ways to do that. First, you can export it directly to EasyBib, which I hope works. So if you select Direct Export to EasyBib Save, it should then send it to EasyBib. You have to make sure that your EasyBib is open as another tab and that you are logged in with your folder open. We talked about how to do that the other day. So remember, go to easybib.com, upper right corner, log in. You just click the Google button and it should open up your folders, and then click on the word bibliography. And once that's open, it should export it with no problem. If that doesn't work, you can then go to just click on Cite, And if you scroll down to the MLA citation, you can take piece by piece the information that you need and put it into EasyBib so you can appropriately cite it. Any notes that come from this source would be then cited as Coutu, who's the author's last name, and that would be your in-text citation. And then your full bibliography should be in EasyBib. It should look exactly like this in EasyBib. If it doesn't, then you've done it incorrectly. Okay, so that's your EBSCO tutorial. I hope this helps you in the process. Remember, by Friday, you need 2 articles. I'm going to have another tutorial about Google Scholar if you decide that that's the option you want to use instead. Good luck, and let me know if you have any questions.